And ladies and gentlemen, we got a super, super special guest. Unfortunately, I'm not your coach, but I was called in because they said I can't handle this. This is going to be something that's for the big rock stars. I want to welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mikayla Jean. Everybody, a round of applause for Miss Mikayla Jean. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Mikayla Jean and I think we met. How long have you been coming to the school?
Since like May.
No, it's not even been a whole year?
March. When was it?
Was it March?
Maybe March. Yeah, March.
So it's not even been a whole year.
Not yet.
Wow. And it's amazing to see how much you've grown. I've seen you now in a few performances. You modeled, right? Mm-hmm. You do you've done the band and you've done the big shows and stuff like that. There's so many things I want to talk to you about, but we'll first start with you. So tell me what you were doing before Rockoutloud, because you did not come to Rockoutloud and become a rock star. You had it. You get up on stage, it's like you've been doing this for like 50 years and you're not even 50 years old. So what was it like being Mikayla Jean before Rockoutloud?
Well, before Rockoutloud, when I was younger, I was a cheerleader. And then I became a model. I've also been in choir since middle school.
So talk about modeling. So when did you start modeling?
Almost 3 years ago.
Wow. So is that something that your parents said, we got to get her into modeling? Or you're like, Mom, I want to model?
I'm like, Mom, I've been posing for the camera since I was little. I want to model.
And it was easy, right? Always smiling. You are always happy. And first, I want to acknowledge you. And I want to acknowledge a couple of things. First is you're always smiling. And you're always making the place happier, wherever you're going.
Thank you.
But you performed at the House of Independence. And there was one picture. We had a photographer come, and he sent me 300 pictures. And there was one picture that I posted. Do you know that picture I'm talking about?
Yeah, was it with like me and Alex?
Yes. What were you doing?
High-fiving Alex?
Yes, exactly right. You are such a team player. And when I saw that picture, it was you turning around, giving her a high five, and the camera guy, he just caught it. And it was one of those things that it made me feel so great to know that you're up there and you're supporting every single person that's ever played with you. There's no jealousy, there's no ego. It's just your smile, your great voice, and you're so passionate, and you're passionate about other people. So I wanted to acknowledge you for that one thing, first and foremost, because you're like that, by the way, with every situation, whether you're playing in a band or you're doing band camp or you're playing on stage. So was life always like that? Are you always happy?
Yes. It's always been that way.
What's the key to being happy all the time?
That's how life should be.
Wow. What can we learn? How old are you?
I'm almost 16. In like 2 weeks, I'll be 16.
Wow. Wow. And what's your birthday? Because my birthday is January 1st.
I'm December 28th.
Wow, we're both Capricorns. That's the reason. Now we know why you're always happy and you're always great on stage. Because you're a Capricorn. So the next time somebody asks you, you just say, because we're Capricorns. And then people go, oh, that's exactly right. Because you're a Capricorn. So that's exactly. So you're going to be 16. So it sounds like you've been doing this for such a long time. When you get on stage, because I saw you on stage with Old Bridge Militia. So let's talk a little bit about that. How do you know Old Bridge Militia? Because I think that's where we came from or met together, right?
My mom, when I was like in middle school or 5th grade, got diagnosed with breast cancer.
Your mom? Oh, I didn't know.
She's a survivor for a few years now.
Wow, that's great.
It was really hard, and the Old Bridge Militia helped me a lot by giving me keyboard lessons and give me a free keyboard. But also, they are great to other people too. In general, they help a lot of people in need, and they introduced me to the amazing Rockoutloud.
So thank you. And are you talking about Joe?
Not just Joe. There's Ray.
Ray, Joe, yeah.
There was another one.
You better remember that name because they're going to be watching this podcast and go, Mikayla, I've only got you that keyboard. How could you forget my name? Oh, no.
And Sean.
Oh, okay, good. All right, we'll make sure we edit that as best as we can. So we don't. Although this is streaming live right now. So that's great. Those folks are how we were able to meet. They called me up and, Joe came by and we really connected. And that guy is just love. He is the guy that helps everybody. I could see that you attract him, he attracts you because you're both happy and great people. You offer yourself services. I mean, I saw what he raised as far as all these toys. Did you see those donations?
Oh, it's awesome.
Isn't it?
They're always open to helping people, and that's a part of the reason I really enjoy their company and just what they do.
They're great people. They're great people. Yeah, I am honored to know those folks. They're great. And Ray's a drummer, right? Mm-hmm. And Militia Joe's just a great guy.
Yes.
Every time I see him, he looks like he's always busy. Well, he's supposed to do something, right?
And Sean's always positive.
Well, there you go. I mean, those are great people to be around, right? Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about the keyboard lessons, because you don't take keyboard lessons, you take voice lessons here.
So the first song I ever learned, and I still know how to play to this day, was Lean on Me. I had this teacher called, well, his name was Greg, and he was great. And he always wanted to find me a vocal coach, because at the end of lessons, what would I do? I wouldn't be playing the piano. I wouldn't be asking what's for homework. I wouldn't be asking anything. I would sing a song.
Wow, you're amazing. You know exactly what you want. By the way, that's the key to success, because you're a Capricorn. But you know exactly what you want. So how long did you take keyboard lessons? You don't remember?
4 years.
4 years? So you must really know how to play piano.
I do.
So do you ever write songs? Because now you're a singer.
Oh, you don't even know. I've been writing songs since I was little. I have a whole book with songs.
Do you really?
Not even just one book. It's all over the place in my house.
Wow. And why don't you record them? Or did you record them and put them on maybe YouTube? Or is it on Instagram?
Not yet. Right now at Rockoutloud, I want to go over songs that I'm going to be performing at places. I do eventually want to go over songs I've written. I need help working on my tone, but I'm not ready for that yet.
Wow, you are so self-aware, and you're not even 16. That's amazing. That's amazing. So what's your favorite part then about taking lessons? Is it the fact that, you've done a lot. You've played in the band. You did the band, right? Mm-hmm. You performed. You also performed at the Old Bridge Militia shows too,
yes.
Right? I remember seeing you for the first time. It was, I don't remember what it was, but it was a fundraiser, I think, for this. And you were up on stage. You dressed like a rock star. You look like a rock star.
Thank you.
But when you get up there, you have such a vibe. You're like screaming to the crowd, right? Where did you get that personality from?
My mom.
Your mom. So your mom gets up on stage. She screams to the crowd. She dresses like a rock star. Is that what she does around the house?
Yes, my father's the opposite.
So he's not a rock star.
He's more into the sense of humor kind of stuff.
Oh, well, that's great. Maybe that's where you get your sense of humor from, and always smiling.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why you're always smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about another great thing. You actually came and you helped out for the turkey drive. Tell us a little bit about that turkey, and what did it mean for you?
Rockoutloud, it's amazing. They didn't just do a turkey drive. They've done more than that. You did a turkey drive here too.
Yeah, we actually to the veterans.
Yes,
we fed the veterans the following day.
But we also did to people in need when I went to that one.
Yeah.
And just seeing the people happy and getting stuff for once for Thanksgiving brought happiness to us all.
That's great. You know, I did that because my son, at the age of 9, he started this. It was called Mateo's Mission. And he said to me, Dad, I don't want people to give us money, like your students and your students' families. It's important that we actually have them come and hand those baskets out. What kind of feeling was it that you had when you actually handed somebody? We handed them turkey, stovetop stuffing. We had pastries for them. We had canned foods. What was it like when you handed it to them?
It's pure happiness. I mean, do you know what these people go through every day? No one could imagine.
Yeah.
But giving that to them brought them happiness for once.
How do you think that that's going to affect you when you get older, like when you're in your 20s? You could answer that any way you want.
I don't know.
And, you know, the reason why I did that is because I think that by doing things like we just did with the turkey drive, it builds community leadership. It means there's going to have to be a Mikayla Jean in every single community that stands up and helps the community, because that's super important. And when you see it at a young age and you take that on, I don't know, 5 years or 10 years, and you're working a job in the city, or if you're doing a tour.
Well,
right?
No matter what, I'll always find time to help people in need.
That's exactly right. And you remember that feeling. It's one of those things that you're stuck with, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why we do it, because community leadership is so important. And you know, Joe and the guys at Old Bridge Militia, community leadership, right? And look how much we envy them, and we have to give them grace, right? Those are great people, just great people. I don't think I ever spoke to Militia Joe and he ever said anything with the word I in it. It was always, we're going to help, we're going to do this. He's such a selfless guy, and my hat I tip to him. He's a great, great guy. So you got yourself in with a really great crowd, but how did Militia Joe get you guys to come here? Because you had other teachers, didn't you?
But due to COVID, where I got keyboard lessons got shut down, and he wanted to find something for us. He didn't want to just things out. So he remembered me and all the other people that he helps, likes to sing, and he found this place. And I mean, the Rockoutloud isn't just a place; it's home. It's a family.
Oh, that's so beautiful to hear. Thank you. I really appreciate that. In fact, I remember I was going through my Facebook feed or Instagram feed, and I saw you're like mega popular on Instagram, right? Aren't you like, what do they call them? Not a celebrity, an influencer.
Yes.
Right. Mikayla Jean, the influencer. And I'm going through, and then there's Mikayla Jean, right? With a Rockoutloud shirt. And I said, Mikayla, send me the high resolution. You didn't even know what I was doing, right?
No.
And you went up to your photographer, and he sent me the high resolution. I blew it up to a 24 by 36 poster, and it now hangs in our hallway.
You don't know how much that meant to me.
You don't know how much it meant to me. You know, there's a guy that I listened to. He said, you don't want happy customers. You don't even want satisfied customers. You want raving fans. And when I saw that, I felt like you were a raving fan.
Thank
the
you.
perfect person to enjoy what we do here at Rockoutloud. So it was just to honor you and to thank you.
Thanks.
That's why that poster remains there in the hallway. So anybody that comes into Rockoutloud can see Mikayla up there, right? And you did a lot of pictures like that. There were a lot of pictures. So tell me what it was like to play the House of Independence. Have you ever played a show that big?
I have never done anything that big, and to be there where most well-known bands, not even just bands, singers, has sang was a great experience, and I got you and the rest of Rockoutloud to thank for that.
Oh, that's great.
I also met a lot of friends from that, but not just from that, from all the things you do here, like the open mics.
That's right. That's exactly right. I have a surprise for you, and I'm going to actually tell you, we'll get your actual expression here. June 26th, I think, is a Sunday, and it's going to be our next big show. It's going to be in New York City. It's called The Bitter End, and that is the same stage that Taylor Swift started at, and Lady Gaga, and Bob Dylan, and Bruce Springsteen, and Chuck Berry, all the famous folks. But besides that, if you Google her when you get home, Taylor Swift, The Bitter End, you are going to stand on the same stage. But even better, I'm going to bring you in the back to the backstage area, and you're going to sign your name backstage where Taylor Swift signed her name. So you will be in the presence of one of your biggest influences. You'll be singing on the same stage. It is an amazing, amazing experience. Isn't that great?
Thank you so much,
Oh,
Mike.
it's going to be awesome. It's
Thank
going to be
you.
great. So you have all your friends and you have your family there, and you'll be doing this, and you'll be doing the high five to everybody. But it's going to take a lot of work. Going into Manhattan, have you ever played a show in New York City?
No.
It's crazy. So New York City I love New York City, but when you go, it's on Bleecker Street, and back in the 60s, Bleecker Street was huge. You'd see Hendrix would be playing there, and all these famous people, right? But the clubs are really, really tiny, and the stage is probably just a little bit bigger than this stage. But everybody gets packed in, and people walk the streets in the summertime. They'll just come in. We usually sell that out every time we play, so I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully nothing happens with the pandemic in the summertime. Hopefully that'd be great. They shut down for a while, but I've been very close with friends with the owner, and we have the June 26th show. So that's going to be a
Thank you so
great
much.
show. You're going to have a great time.
Thank you, Mike.
You know what? You're going to go to the Freehold Mall. People are going to stop you for autographs, pictures. You think your Instagram is going crazy now, right? Wait till you become, the Instagram famous now. But yeah, Google it. Google Taylor Swift. You're going to see her on the stage, and it says The Bitter End right across there. But I think it's going to be a great experience.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's the least I can do. So you did stuff. Let's see. What else did you do with the stuff? You played with a lot of people here at the school. We did the open mics. You do open mics, I think, every time we've had them.
Yeah, it's really fun.
What's your favorite part about the open mics?
Hearing everybody, like everybody's talent, and not just that, having fun with the rest of the people.
Yeah.
Just it's fun.
Have you made any friends here?
I have.
Really? Isn't that amazing? It's not like just music lessons and you're out, right?
No. Rockoutloud has done much more than just music lessons and you're out. It's like it's home.
Yeah. I totally get it. So tell me about your coach, Steven.
Steven is amazing. He knows my voice. He teaches me very well. Not just that, he's like a friend.
Yeah, he is a great guy. Does he smile when he teaches? Because sometimes I see him, he never smiles. You see, you're laughing because you're right. I'm right. He doesn't smile, right?
I mean, sometimes if something goes really good and I make him laugh, and then he smiles.
Oh, is that right? So if something goes good, because every time I'm with Steven, when something goes bad, he smiles. We were doing this Halloween thing. You remember the Halloween thing, right? The event. He scared a little 8-year-old boy, and I thought the 8-year-old boy, he ran away crying, and Steven was like, "This is so great, yes!" I'm like, "Steven, that's the first time I've seen you smile."
Well, when I see Steven, I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell him exactly when to smile.
You're in big trouble.
Exactly. He's got to know when and when not to smile. That's super important.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like you really want to have a career in music, but then there's also modeling. What is it you want to do? What do you see yourself doing in 3 or 4 years?
Modeling is good, but I don't see that a part of my future. I see myself being on stage, having a bunch of fans in the audience singing.
There have been models who actually did music careers, right?
Yes, music careers, TV careers, they go far.
So you could do acting, right? If you do that, have you ever thought about acting?
I've done a play. I actually auditioned for my spring musical that I'm finding out if I made ensemble tomorrow. But I don't see myself acting. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's fun, but it's not going to be a part of my future.
Gotcha.
It's singing.
That's knowing what your goals are is so important, and the fact that you're so focused is amazing.
Thank you. When I was little, Mom didn't know how I knew this, but I remembered every single lyric of Carrie Underwood songs.
Really? Wow. How old were you, would you say? Because that
2.
goes back like 10 years, right?
2.
Wow. So that goes back around more than 10 years, right? 12, 13 years. Wow. And didn't you audition for American Idol? American Idol.
I did. I got to second audition, and I'm proud that I got that far.
Yeah, my kids played on, I don't know if you know it, America's Got Talent.
I do.
Yeah, and
Sal was on there?
Sal was on it, hung out with Nick Cannon backstage.
Oh, wow.
Wow. We actually played in front of Howard Stern, Howie Mandel, Heidi Klum, all of them. It was at I think it was the Bowery Ballroom in New York City. It was in the middle of a snowstorm. And we played for maybe a few thousand people. And there's nothing real about reality TV, because when Sal was picked by the group, we had to act out, "Oh my God, that was great." They're like, "Would you do it one more time? But you got to do it on this angle." "Oh my God, that was great, but we have to do that one more time. Could you act surprised one more time?" We did it 3 times. But when we're on stage, Howard Stern tried to set up my son Sal with Heidi Klum.
Wow.
He was 14 years old. And Howard goes, "You, what's your name?" And my son was like, "My name is Salvatore." He's 14 years old. And you know what he said to the live audience, to thousands of people with these giant boom cameras? "You know, I could fix you up with Heidi Klum. She likes them really young, and 14 is really young." Can you believe Howard Stern? Well, yes. We all believe Howard Stern would say that. But and he made it through the first round, but it turns out because the kids were so young, we were 13, 14 years old, those kids, and they would have had to come out of school, they would have had to hire teachers to go on tour with them, and then they only wanted 1 band out of the entire contest. But it was such a great experience, and nothing beats those experiences, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah, that's super important to have those experiences. Anyway, so that's fantastic. So about writing songs, you know that the really the only key to get there is if you write your own songs. And
yes.
It sounds like you have like catalogs of songs, right?
Yes.
Why don't you take advantage of some of the recording studio stuff that we have here? That's what we have it for.
I'd love to.
Yeah, I mean, you could write songs with Steven. Steven, by the way, plays everything. He can play everything.
Being his student, I've learned that not only does he know a lot of songs, how to play a bunch of songs, but he could learn it within seconds.
Within seconds, and he won't even smile. Never smile.
No.
He'd be like, "Yes, I can do that.
No, when
This is the key. Yes, I think. Wait a minute.
That's
him.
No, that's not even how he sounds.
It's not how he sounds?
No.
Oh, all right. So how does he sound, Mikayla?
I can't.
I'm not embarrassing you, am I?
No.
Because you're turning red right now. Because I could just picture Steven. "No, that's not the key. Yep, that's the key. Let me hear it." Yep,
You sound like my aunt. She sounds like my Aunt Chris. But anyways,
yes.
Steven does smile in my lessons. There might be times where he's a little bit stubborn. But
Oh, really? Maybe he just doesn't like me. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm just trying to mock you.
Oh, is that right? It's just like the way Steven does, right?
But Steve is not like that.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. So you have somebody in the audience. Is that one of your friends? Oh, you're snapping at him like a dog. Is that how you call him?
No.
I wave and I say, hi, friend. But you're like this.
He was falling asleep.
Did you want him to just to come up and start barking?
No, he was falling asleep.
Is that right? So you bring your friend to fall asleep in the back. Is that right? I
No.
love that. I got to try that with my kids. You're crazy.
No, you're going to want to do it with Steven.
Oh, I'm going to want to do that with Steven. Every time he doesn't smile. Exactly right. So is that your friend or is he?
He actually gets lessons here.
Does
he? Learns guitar with Tony. It's William.
Oh, William. How are you, William? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I've known him since 2nd grade. He's my neighbor practically. He lives around the block from me.
Wow. 2nd grade. That's a long time. So you heard her sing Kelly Clarkson. Oh, you better.
No.
He wants a treat. He wants a treat.
He heard me sing. I'm more of a Taylor girl. Every time I hang out with him, he hears me sing her more. William, what's my favorite Taylor song that you sing in elementary school? Blood. Yep.
Ah, look at that with the snap, with the snaps. Amazing. So do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have 3 of them.
Are you counting now? You didn't know that answer? You have 3?
Yes.
Wow. All right. So older, younger?
Older.
Great.
And we all get along perfectly.
Oh, that's great.
Actually, the night we were going to perform at the House of Independence, I love all of them. I do.
You're so mature because you know exactly what to say before before she throws the dig.
Anyway.
I love them really. I love them, but anyway. Go ahead.
Before we were getting ready to leave for the House of Independence, I was about to eat. Oh my God, I was hungry. My brother steals one of my hot dogs, and I go to the kitchen to see if there's any more left. He ate all of it.
Oh my God! So you went there without you went hungry?
I ate a little bit, but my brother frustrated me.
Oh boy! But it didn't affect your performance because you were awesome.
Thank you. And the cool thing is, one of my other brother likes Xbox games, which I'm into. My other brother likes music, and my sister is into
Wait,
meditation.
you said you had 3 brothers.
I have 2 brothers.
You just said you had 3 brothers.
I did not.
We're gonna roll back that footage. Did you say 3 brothers?
No, I said I have 1 sister and 2 brothers.
Now you have a sister. I thought you went 1, 2, 3 brothers.
My sister's getting married next year.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you have 2 brothers and a sister, and your sister's a meditator.
Yes, my other brother is a landscaper, but also my sister's she's a therapist. My other brother's landscaper. He likes Xbox games, and Travis is a chef and he likes music.
Wow, a chef, and you're eating hot dogs. We have to talk to Chef Travis, right?
Oh no, he has a
he's a hot dog stand
No.
chef. Is that it?
No.
He's a chef with hot
No,
dogs.
what is it he has? He has something he puts fried pickles in. He makes
Oh my.
a fryer.
A deep fryer.
Yes.
Gotcha. Is that what makes him a chef? Because he's got a deep fryer.
No, he works at a nursing home. He's a chef there.
Oh, I get you.
And I do have 3 brothers because next year I'll have a brother-in-law.
Oh, wow. Are you excited about that?
Yes.
Are you in the wedding party?
Yeah, I'm a maid of honor.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow. And you've even met Taylor Swift, haven't you?
I did.
You did? Okay.
When I was 4, my dad got me a guitar, went on a limo ride, and
wow.
I was little. So after the concert, which basically had let me choose my favorite song, which was mine, I met her backstage, and she signed my guitar. She spun me around. She leaned down and hugged me. I won't forget it.
Wow, any pictures?
Yes, I have a bunch.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That is amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up, but I want to actually honor you for the great person that you are.
Thank you.
Having you on stage, I know everything is going to be all right because you encourage everybody to be the best. You know,
Thank you.
and even if they make a mistake, it's like, who cares? We're doing what we love, right? And you could see it's written all over your face, and you're constantly giving, right? Coming down and handing out those turkeys and bringing your mom, you know, that was just beautiful to see you and the family come and help out, and always smiling. You know, every time I see you, hey, Sal. Oh, wait, you're not Sal. You're Sal's dad. I'm sorry. You're Tony. No, you're not Tony. You're Mike. I'm sorry. Did I get that right? I did get that right, did I? So I take that back.
You were a little bit all over the place. You said Sal then Tony. It was Tony and Sal.
Oh, it was Tony and Sal.
I think you're mocking Steven again.
No, I'm laughing. I wouldn't be laughing if I was mocking Steven. Right?
Yeah. I just had to get that one teaser.
I know, and I'd be putting my hair in a bun. But again, I want to thank you for being an incredible person here. And like I said, you light up the light of everybody. Every
Thank
time
you
you
so
walk
much.
in. Your open mics have been great. Seeing you on stage, cheering yourself on, and everybody else. People that come up to you, you're always there and saying hello.
Thank you.
There's no ego. It's just love and your smiles. You're just a beautiful person.
Thank you so much. And I got to thank you. We wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be going far if it weren't for you and Sal and Steven and Tony and all of them.
And the Old Bridge Militia guys.
Yes, and Sean and Bray and Joe. I have so much to be thankful for.
Yeah, that's great. And the fact that you recognize that makes you an even better person.
Thank you.
And I'm really, really proud to know you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mikayla Jean.